thought I'd put out an update on the build. Right now I'm going through and I'm putting the battery cable in a sleeve so that it can be protected, because I originally put it in there and I didn't have a sleeve on it, so I'm just putting it in some protective sleeving right now. And then yeah, so let's see what's left to do. I put a fuel filter on, OEM. I gotta do all the vacuum lines into the manifold. I gotta set up the idle control on the bottom. One piece has to go into the intake for vacuum. The other has to go into right before the throttle body in the intake piping, so that when the throttle's closed, all the air can bypass and it can still idle. So that's really needed. Throttle position sensor here, head temp sensor. I got the NOx sensors in, coolant lines are in, brand new P2M alternator down there, and then let's see, GK Tech fan is on. I have to get the power steering belt still. I took the exhaust manifold out because it's sitting right over here, and I gotta put the V-band flange on this, weld it up. That's what I've been working on for a bit, so probably like, I don't know, started like 10 minutes ago or something, but basically got to get this into this sleeving, and this will protect it from chafing anywhere, because if it gets cut in the frame and there's an arc or something and the car sets on fire, well, I'll just be like absolutely pissed off. Besides a bit of engine work, I have to do some electrical work too, because I need another ECU, and the wiring mess over there is it's not too bad, but some things have to be shortened up, like that whole black, all the black wiring, that's what goes to those, and also this gauge right here. So I'm gonna have to clean that up pretty soon, get that new ECU in there, but I think that should be probably dead last, because I'm not even gonna start the car until everything is completely good. So ECU has to be top notch and base map installed, so dead last to worry about. Next piece I'll probably be doing this week is I got a bunch of piping, including exhaust, but there's also intake piping. So I got some stuff downstairs, but this right here is a nice 3-inch intake piece that I'll be fabricating up. So I'm gonna have to cut it on that purple line there. I'm gonna be drilling down right below the fuse box there, and the fuse box is going to be moved back up to its original location, but in a steel box that I'm going to make. So I'm looking forward to see how that looks, because that'll clean everything up. The wires over there are pretty much going to be hidden, and then all of these wires are going to run under the manifold. You won't be able to see them, along with all of these wires and vacuum lines. So it'll be a really nice clean look, especially with this nice new black on there. Really looking forward to it. I have a bunch of exhaust tubing over here, and that is the exhaust that is like Frankenstein together. So it's like old piece, new piece, old piece, new piece. Yeah, so it looks terrible. I'm gonna keep the tip, just cut it off, and I have brand new stainless tubing in these boxes. I got exhaust cut out. I'm doing a muffler delete on my 328 next weekend or this week. Bike is coming together, that's happening. So the seat's on, engine is rebuilt. I just got to put the top cover on and time it, and then just get it back in, get it together after like a little bit of a paint job inside, clean up the wires, fuel tank, good to go. Alright, well it's 85 and humid, so I'm sweating my ass off right now, but I just got these wires tucked behind the manifold. I had to take the master cylinder and basically take it, away from the wall there. Just reinstalled it. That battery cable I was just prepping up is all through. So it's over here. It's gonna make its way right to the original cable off the alternator, and this is a bigger cable, so that is good news. Bigger is better. Basically this is ground, so I'm going to be doing a new ground that goes to the fuse box, which I'm not relocating because that's a lot of work. So battery cable goes right through all the way down, and it comes right through there as a clean piece, and then it is tucked right under here, and then comes down through here, down through the floor. You can't really see it anywhere. It's tucking its head over here, goes back beyond the seat, and then it comes right through the wall there, right behind the seat, and right down to here in absolutely like perfect size wire. So that's awesome. In a previous video, I had painted this battery box here. This is from Summit, and it just comes as like just raw metal, pretty much already rusting. It's like in some oil basically. So I cleaned the whole thing up, painted it, and that's actually the exact same black engine enamel that I have in the entire engine bay, which is pretty cool. In addition to the battery being relocated, I have a bunch of electrical pieces to go into the car. So one of them is I'm basically making my own fuse box because there's not enough space in the stock one to add things like lights, speakers, and I don't really want to mess it up. So this is going to be for everything else. We've got some big heavy duty fuses here. So this is a nice setup. It's like a block instead of you know, your regular cylinder. So input and output. There is, however, a nice surprise coming soon. The other reason I have the exhaust manifold out is your hint to that. So you'll see in the next video that comes out.